Okay, this time for real, we're going to get into the balloon, ignore Buzz's dungeon, and go to Midday Gardens. I don't know, just midday clearly is pronounced midi, but with an A. Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, back with another hot soup of Spyro Year of the Dragon, or Spyro 3, or both. It's whatever. You do your entire life. Now, fun fact, before we even start on Midday Gardens with its funky-ass music, this shutter looks like a texture. I believe you can't really clip the camera behind it, but there is a room back there, but it only loads if, like, from a distance, so, like, it unloads if you get too close, and there's not really any way of hacking your way in there unless you swim in the air, I think. Anyway, I believe we have someone to greet us upon arrival. Also, there's Hunter over there, but you saw nothing. Hello, Bianca. How are your rain boobs?
Okay, Dragon. You've managed to survive longer than I expected. But you haven't the slightest idea what sort of dangers lie ahead of you. I suggest you grab your cat friend and whatever eggs you found and hightail it back home while you still can. I'm telling you this for your own good, you know.
Do I know that? Do any of us know that? Does any of us really ever been far even has decided to go do what look more like? So, we're out here in Midday Gardens, and while I still can, there's one thing I want to show you, bearing in mind our egg count is as high as it can be at this point in the game. So we have all these fresh new portals, we have a new power-up gate and everything, and I'm coming all the way around here so I can do this entire homeworld backwards because we have an empty portal. This one takes 36 eggs to unlock. And wouldn't you know it, our 36th egg is right here, in the form of Modesty. Did I not tell you that this is one of my favorites? I don't know why I didn't commentate over that. It's just, it's cute. Like, the only thought I have is that it's cute. And hey, look, that portal is now open. That leads to Country Speedway, which I feel like we should tackle later in this episode just because it's the only level that would be... Yes, I know about this. There's another Sparks level. It just feels like a Speedway would take up the perfect amount of time to make this episode a reasonable length once we've cleaned out Midday Gardens as a homeworld. So I could wrap back around and do a full lap of the area, or I could just go through backwards, because who goes through backwards? I'm being different and spicy. This leads to Bamboo Terrace. Ordinarily, that costs 30 eggs to unlock. And yes, I intend to tell the requirements for every level that we go past from now into infinity. That's why I wanted to demonstrate unlocking Country Speedway, just because we can. Over there, well, I would spoil the name of the level, but no, I'm going to finish collecting the gems first, and then I suppose we should do this too, since we're just in the vicinity. Zoe, explain the nipple, like we haven't seen this before.
Hi, Spyro. This is a Super Flame power-up. You'll find more just like it scattered throughout all the worlds. Why don't you try this one out by using it to break all these planters? I think I saw a Rhinoc hide an egg in one of them.
And wouldn't you know it, it's always the last one you destroy. Now, once again, because this is one of those formative games from my childhood, this was my first experience of the word planter, used to refer to, like, a thing you put plants into. And there are only 4. I could swear there were more. But evidently not, because there's only 4. Poetic, I know. There we go. That was easy. I didn't even have to look at the previous one, so you're all good for me. That's not going to get old if I keep doing that every time an egg comes up. Fabulous, Matt. Now, I'm going to get a restock of the Super Fiery Foof. The Super Fiery Foof. Yeah, sure. Because that will benefit us greatly if we head in this direction. As I recall, I know I missed a basket there because I am a leg man, apparently. There's this over here. Blow it open with the Fiery Pepsi. And also, you may have seen an egg thief running around here. I don't remember offhand if you can get it with the Super Flame. Because if you did, that would speed things up substantially. But it appears to not be here. Either maybe he despawns when you have the Super Flame power-up to specifically prevent you from cheesing it. Oh well, we still have stuff over here to take care of anyway. So, I used a clip of this portal in a Patreon video, and I don't even remember what the context was. I think it was in the Spyro video, actually. But yeah, up there we have Spooky Swamp. I believe the only portal in the trilogy that requires you to climb up a ladder that leads directly into the portal, and that requires 25 eggs to unlock. And you might wonder, well, you know, you have entirely so many eggs that why would you even need to worry about how much it takes to unlock some of these portals? Well, strictly speaking, there isn't really a limit on, like, how soon you can go to each homeworld. As long as you, like, play through every level and get the character from it. So if you complete the main get through the level mission for each level, then you can actually blast through this game on, like, I believe, the fewest eggs that you can have upon arriving in Midday Gardens would be 14, because, like, on one hand, yeah, it would be 5 because 1 egg each for each level that you get to the end of, plus 1 for beating Buzz, but of course you need to unlock Seashell Shore, and by extension, Molten Crater, but that takes 10. So, the fewest eggs you could conceivably have upon getting here is 16, because of course 14 to unlock Seashell Shore, plus 1 for beating Seashell Shore, plus 1... Oh, no, it would be... No, it would be more than that. No, it wouldn't. I was trying to factor Sheila into it, so yeah. It'd be 14, plus 1 from Seashell Shore, plus 1 from beating Buzz. So the fewest you'd have is 16, and yeah, I have done low percent runs of this game. Not deliberately, mind you, just I was a child who just wanted to see as much of this game as possible and would give up on challenges I deemed too hard. So I would come here, and Bamboo Terrace was locked. I've seen that level locked before. It took ages to unlock, and I found it difficult. Anyway, friend.
Ah, my good friend Spyro. The sorceress caught this naughty bird letting off rockets in her fireworks factory, but I'm willing to release him into your custody, provided you pay his outstanding fines.
Good grief. Fortunately, we can afford that easily.
What a sucker. That is, it's a far, far better thing you do today, Spyro, than you have ever done, and, well, so forth, etc. You get the idea.
Anyway, we finally get to meet Sergeant Byrd, or Sergeant Byrd, if you prefer to pronounce it incorrectly. He's precious, and I love him with all my soul.
Sergeant Byrd, 90068. Awaiting orders, sir.
I think you'll have to find your commanding officer for that. Hey, what are those things?
These are the latest military hardware. DBX-9 rocket launchers, state-of-the-art.
So why didn't you use them to escape?
Because I have limited ammo, and I wanted to conserve it. For this. Say, where'd you come from? I thought dragons had all been dead for 1,000 years or something.
Well, the rumors of our extinction were slightly exaggerated. We just wanted a little peace and quiet.
Well, if it's peace and quiet you want, you should stay clear of my homeworld for a bit. I reckon I'll be blowing up Rhinox for weeks. Cheerio!
Well, also, we get a new The Adventure Continues title card because we're in a different homeworld, and those change with the homeworld. I do like Sergeant Byrd. Apparently, though, in the same way that Sheila is voiced by an English voice actress doing a questionable Australian accent, Sergeant Byrd, I believe, is voiced by an American doing an actually legit-sounding British accent. Like, most American accents cannot do that to save their lives, so the fact that I never noticed until I looked it up is remarkable. Also, Dave. It's just the sort of name that just merits being said with, like, a London taxi driver accent. So, anyway, we still have 2 more portals to look at here, and you might think you've seen something of a pattern. You know, where there was 36 to open Country Speedway, 30 to enter Bamboo Terrace, 25 for, what is it called? Spooky Swamp. And, well, there were 2 more portals, and you'd expect there to be something of a pattern, bearing in mind the minimum requirement for getting here, as I said, is 16. So, maybe there's one that's 20 and one that's just open for free, or something? Well, I'm sort of dancing around the issue. The other 2 remaining levels in this homeworld are just open for free. I believe in every homeworld, of the 6 main portals, 2 levels and a speedway cost eggs to enter. 2 main levels are open for free, and obviously you have to pay money to get into the Mingus. Mingus Kingus. Good. I'm glad. Thank you. So yeah, 2 main levels are open for free, 2 levels require eggs, the Speedway requires eggs, and the Friend requires money. Also, for some reason, just like in the previous game, you can't jump whilst on ice, and that will become a very important point through there, inside Icy Peak, which, that has really good music. Like, it's a drum player's absolute creamy Mimi dream. And I used to play the drums not full-time, but like, I took a couple of lessons and then moved away from where said lessons were. Now, for all I was saying about how, oh, you know, 2 levels are available for free right from out of the gate get-go legs, why is this portal locked then? Well, as you can see, there isn't really a requirement on it, so I'll just let Hunter explain. Hunter, please explain. Thank you.
Hey, Spyro, Zoe told me that if we hit that doodad up there, the portal will open. Why don't you try spitting this rock at it?
And this is another instance of where I learned the word doodad. I don't remember if it was this instance specifically, but certainly this game taught me the word. And I believe this is the only time where you open a portal by hitting a button rather than just having requirements. Also, anything to add, Hunter?
I'll see you in there later.
I mean, you say that, but will you? I think also, when next you come into this map, he will have despawned, so take this one rock and use it wisely. And don't worry, I checked for you. You know that reinforced chest that I blew open with the super flame? Yeah, this rock that we're currently holding cannot open that. It'd be no different to if you just charged the reinforced chest. And Country Speedway, can I keep the rock, or will Spyro spit it out in the transit? He spit it out in the treen spansition. Why 146? Anyway, 2 speedways in a row and 2 consecutive episodes? Yeah, why not? It made the most... Race the biplanes. We're not interested in the straight planes or the gay planes, biplanes specifically. Can we take a moment to appreciate that I am giving Sparks' voice acting the time of day, even though we can't understand a word that he's saying, were it not for the subtitles? Also, I've already forgotten what his recommended order is, but I'm assuming this is just one of those soup your charge it situations. Because as a child, I would never... I missed that. I'm brilliant at supercharge. As a child, I wouldn't supercharge down the supercharge bits. I would fly around them and then wonder why I was having difficulty getting to the... Why are these cows wearing shower caps, by the way? Or are they berets? I'm sure we'll find out once and for certain when we get to the Reignited Trilogy, which I may stream. I'm unlikely to do a full-blown Let's Play of it, though, bearing in mind, you know, I'm out here doing a Let's Play of the main games. And really, I think they expect you to chase the planes around forwardsly, but if you go around backwardsly, then I'll have time to run around the racecourse backwards and find the remaining tractor. So, there you are. See, even if you fuck up, it's relatively lenient. So there you go. Yum yum. Can I have my egg, please? As this is the speedway that gave me trouble as a child, because I had difficulty with racing the planes, and so I gave up, left level, and came back later, and beating it then didn't give me the egg, because this game is glitchy. Who's selling eggs? We need those to save the universe, Sparks! We've been over this! Also, how are you born wearing glasses? I mean, it's cute, or a visor, or whatever, it's precious, but still, where did you get it from inside your egg womb? And I'm sort of expecting to not get this on my first try, partly because it was difficult as a child, and also, yes, this mission was a child, and at that point in history it was difficult, and I missed that second boost, and that's probably going to be the reason why I fail. Also, we have the introduction of red stars, which give us, like, homing missiles that function similarly to the red shells in... who are we kidding? Identically to the red shells in Mario Kart. So yeah, this is the one that gave me trouble as a child, so I don't expect to get it right my first try. Also, if I do win on my first attempt, then how am I going to, you know, what opportunity will I have to play the actual Country Speedway theme instead of the 4th Speedway theme, which was currently playing now? And I do like that as well. You get a choice between being able to attack the combatant in front, yes, the race combatant, or being able to speed boost. So it's like, do you want to help yourself or hinder someone else? The choice is entirely yours. Mad strats, and we're still only on lap 1. Lap 1, believe in it and sing it all day long. Except, I still don't like that song. I have warmed to it slightly, but I still don't entirely enjoy it. But it is a creamy meme between myself and Europe Scalaway, and I forgot that star existed. This is going worryingly well. I may have to find some other excuse to play the Country Speedway theme. Because we're second on lap 2. Now, in the previous episode, I could swear that the racer in first place, like literally just despawned for like half the race, and it wasn't until about lap 3 that it respawned so I could overtake. Or, wow. Well done, Spyro. No, you don't get to exist. Bumped my face, landed, and completely wrecked the boost. Also, it is, when you get into the territory of lapping your opponents, it can get rather confusing, especially on this course, just because the race course crisscrosses over itself, and there are parts where, if you're going in, like, part of the course has you going backwards relative to that same straight of, there's a star there and I keep forgetting about it. Spyro, you need to do this last bit flawlessly. Oh, you wasted the bullet by it homing in on a house. This is what happens if a bullet finds a house. I say bullet, it's a firework. Which I believe Spyro actually catches in his mouth as... yeah, it just goes into his mouth. Dragons, right? They'll eat any food that is offered to their face. That's true of most animals, actually. Only most. Not every animal will eat food. And somehow... I could swear, after last episode's experimentation, that flaming your opponents doesn't get them to slow down, and yet I swear it worked just now. So, humst. Also, did I just do this on my first try after an entire childhood of failure? Well, what do I do now? I did it first try. Cheeses on a plate. Why, thank you, Sparks. Shemp. I always get the Shemp. Or maybe she MP. She's a member of parliament. Anyway, I actually don't remember where the hunter thing is, so I know, I'll speed this up and play the Country Speedway theme. Or it could just be in the really obvious place, never mind.
Spyro, you're not gonna believe this, but there are sheep saucers and space cows all over this place. We gotta stop them before they abduct anybody.
Space cows. Woo.
I'm gonna strap on my jetpack and blast some space cows.
Yeah. What's a space cow?
Look out, cows! Here I come!
Moo. Yes, Heather, watch out. Did we actually get any controls? Ah. It's just the same as previous, just spam the circle to do shooty things. And this is an on-rails shooter, basically. Oh, right, okay. It's just the Metropolis cows, and also there are sheep and flying saucers as well. And in keeping with Speedways in the second homeworld, one fuck up and you instantly fail. And that one didn't explode so much as just flat out despawn. Yay, I'm glad that hit because I had no frame of reference. You're welcome, children. I don't recognize your character models from anywhere, so maybe you're locals. What are the odds of people living in a place? Wow, I'm entirely too good at this. I have no excuses to speed up an episode. It'll have to be in the end slate then. Starting to feel like there's a slight quantity of auto-aim here, which I'm not complaining because I'm doing so well that, like, I can't fail now. I'm doing too well. I wonder if there's, like, friendly fire here as well. Like, if I shoot one of the farmer folk, will I automatically fail? Well, I'm doing too well now. Like, I don't want to restart this whole thing, because look how slowly we're moving. At least it's on rails, so I don't need to worry about, you know, getting places efficiently, or not knowing where the next target is and losing because of that and for no other reason. This isn't as hard as I remember it being, but then again, I don't actually have any specific memories of this mission. Distance shot, yum yum. I'm aware that there is the occasional soundbite from, oh, I did it on my first try once again.
We got the last one just before he abducted this egg.
Yay. I was just going to say that there's the occasional soundbite that I come out with that makes me feel like a really basic bitch kind of gamer. You're in a bubble. Well, okay then. Like, oh, gotta get this power up. Or, oh, distance shot of boom snipey poo poo. That's a point. Does Sparks actually follow us when we fly? Because there's no reason why he wouldn't. Well, anyway, I'm just concerned about sounding like a basic bitch gamer that, I don't know, plays popular rooty-tooty point-and-shooty games instead of cult classic children-friendly times, which is clearly just slang for Spyro. Anyway, I have been, and will continue to be, Tessellating Hexagons, and in the next episode, I actually haven't decided where we're going to go next. That sign has entirely too wide a radius, because, right, we can't go into Enchanted Towers yet, because that has a Sergeant Byrd section. We could go into Icy Peak, because that's, I believe, canonically the first level of, Midday Gardens anyway, and we could go to Sergeant Byrd, because then that would enable us to go back to Molten Freight and finish things up there. We'll see what I settle on. Flip a coin. Take a guess. Answers in the comments below. See if you can predict my next move. But anyway, I've outroed, so I will see you in the next episode. Good life legs. Good life legs. That was an outro.